Howdy, folks. Welcome back. It's John Pettipas. Beautiful morning. It's now 10 minutes before 11 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday morning, which is the 15th day of February, 2022. I want to do another video this time in LEVANGIES, but it's LEVANGIES of FRANKVILLE / HARVE BOUCHER. LEVANGIES of FRANKVILLE / HARVE BOUCHER, because there's some in HARVE BOUCHER as well. Now, they're prominently a FRANKVILLE family, but there's LEVANGIES around HARVE BOUCHER too for good measure in the surrounding area. And Noah gave me this great idea on Sunday, texted me, and so I appreciate that. And this morning I'm going to start off here with, to my knowledge, the oldest Levangie that I know in my time in it so far, and I have eggs. You say, what do eggs and Levangies have to do with one another? Well, these are eggs, and there was a wonderful gentleman, and his name was Pat the Rooster. So it's the old story, which come first, the chicken and egg? Chicken. He was a remarkable man. I remember in the calendar, Kinsman put out a lovely community calendar for years and years in HARVE BOUCHER and area, and one year, one of the month's pictures was a picture of Pat the Rooster, because he had hens. And I said, you have a big family or whatever. I know he kept chickens. His name was Pat the Rooster, and apparently he was early riser like myself. He liked to get up early in the morning. Amazing what you can get done in the world. What did Benjamin Franklin's colleague, Thomas Jefferson. If you said, the writer of our Declaration of Independence of the United States, and be one of our founding fathers, and our third president, Thomas Jefferson. And he had an expression. He said, if you're always doing, you get a lot done. So if you're always doing, you get a lot done. And Pat the Rooster was an early riser, had roosters, a big, wonderful family. And that particular issue, the HARVE BOUCHER Kinsman Community Calendar, I think it was about 100 years old. And what was the scene? He was out. It was either a fall or winter scene. He was out chopping his wood. So remarkable. And I believe he was 102 when he went to heaven. Pat the Rooster. And he had a big family. Stanton, one of the sons that took in the state. There's a show and shine every year in HARVE BOUCHER of antique cars and vintage cars in Canada at the ball field. Community center HARVE BOUCHER. So that's the connection with eggs and roosters and Pat the Rooster. So very famous Levangie. I think of Ronnie Levangie. He was a school bus driver and a great guy. His wife sat by me in church for years. She's a wonderful lady. Shirley is her name. It was a bowman from monastery, down beneath Tracadie Monastery, so they can, he was a very kind, good, there, I got my R's, I was just making the notes before I go on video, R, so first R was for Rodney, next one is for Rodney. Rodney's a very, very enterprising guy. He's in charge. He's district supervisor with a company called Mako Construction. Now, when they built the Lifestyle Centre in Guysborough, one of the ones involved in Municipality of Guysborough, I didn't know Rodney at the time, but he said Rodney Levangie was great to deal with. He just did a top-notch job of that. He had him and his Nita, they have, there's Noah, obviously, there's Lindsay, just had a birthday, and there's several, I don't know them all, but anyway, they're wonderful kids, and they're actually young men and young women now, but wonderful offspring. So the first R was for Ronnie, next one for Rodney, and I say resourceful. The Levangies, in an area of very resourceful people, the Levangies, in my opinion, stand out as an exceptionally resourceful family. They're like Thomas Jefferson would love them. He said they're always doing something. They're resourceful. There's George Levangie every year comes down from Goshen, and he puts up, presents a wreath at the cenotaph, memory of his father, who was a veteran of World War II. So they're very patriotic families. So many Levangies have defended this country in world wars, and they're very, be it construction, be it academic, be it chopping wood at an elderly age, the Levangies are a very resourceful people. And I just had a thought. I do these videos, and I research as best I can, and I made one small error when I mentioned talking about veterans. Just taught us now. The five Frere brothers, Stanley, Sylvester, Seward, Ambrose and Gilbert, okay? And I said their mother was of the coast. They were the children, descendants of Daniel Fraser Sr., their father was Daniel, and his wife was Levangie. I misspoke and said the coast a few weeks ago. She was Levangie. So all those five, and it was a whole big family then. There was and sisters and so on, but they're the descendants of late Daniel Fraser Sr., his wife was Levangie. So they're half Levangie. So it's another example. So Levangies of Frankville, Harvard, and I couldn't possibly name all of you. There's Joe and Clara's clan. They're a big crew and very resourceful. I went to school with Bonnie, and she started a fire extinguisher company with her brother Stevens. And that's resourcefulness, okay? Start your own fire extinguisher company, and I can go on. They are a very resourceful, good people. And the world is a better place because we've lots of Levangies, and the more the merrier. With that, I'm going to wrap this up. It's brief by my standards. Get uploaded in the system here. It's about 3 minutes before 11 o'clock in the morning now, on the morning again of Tuesday, the 15th day of February. And I was just speaking to a gentleman down the road a few minutes ago, plowing his driveway, and I told him, Carl, take faith. Another 4 weeks and a half, you're going to be in the spring. And he was all smiles. So there's a beautiful day today, and spring is coming. So all the best. God bless. Share this video far and wide. And this is my brief but sincere tribute to the Levangies of Frankville, Harvard. Thank you. Bye for now. Press the subscribe button, by the way. Press the subscribe button. Where I'm just shy now of the 1,080 subscriber mark. So a few more, press the subscribe button. I'm up to 1,080. Thank you. Bye for now.